All right. It's day 3. We are here in a park in Oregon City. Looks like a nice little quaint town.
It's a good park.
Yeah, so it's day 3 on our Pacific Northwest adventure. And yesterday we kind of had some problems. We didn't really get a lot of shots of the city of the Dalles downtown, so we didn't get to show you that. We're trying to get better each and every day. We got chargers now. Nothing like that's going to happen again. We won't have. I mean, the whole point of this is having the camera on, and when the camera's not on, we can't do it. So, so each episode should get a little better. We're getting a little smoother with it all. Just bear with us. And then, as far as COVID goes, I mean, it's still going. I just wanted to say that we are wearing our masks all the time. We're taking this serious. There's just, we're trying to edit out as much of it as we can where we do have masks on, just because it's not great to watch. You can't see our mouths moving. It's hard to hear us. So we're just really trying to piece together all the stuff that where we're outside and far away from everyone else, where we don't have to wear the mask. But obviously, we're taking it serious, and we're everywhere we go that we need to wear it, we're obviously wearing it. We're just trying to make it a little better for the viewer, if possible. But so you ready to start Oregon City?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
So you can't really tell, but this structure is supposed to be a wagon, we think.
I think it's a wagon.
Yeah.
It's an Oregon Trail wagon, but it's gigantic.
It's humongous.
And it's not a wagon.
No, it's just good art.
It's good art.
Yeah.
I like good art.
Yeah, I like good art.
It hasn't been painted in a while.
You know what I like better than good art?
Great art?
Yeah, that's what's good.
I usually like that too, but there's sometimes I just don't have the energy for great art.
Yeah.
It's like I just want it to be okay.
Yeah.
I want to feel slightly moved.
You want to feel something, but you don't want to feel too extreme.
I don't want to be moved to tears at 8 a.m. You know what I mean?
Right.
And it's early. It's like 8:30.
Yeah.
I don't want to be moved to tears. This is perfect. You know what I want at 8:30? Just a big ass whack.
So where are we? This is the end of the...
We're in Oregon City. This is the last stop on the Oregon Trail. That's what this museum is. It's talking about the last stop on the Oregon Trail. This is where everyone came. Even from the Dalles, this was the last spot. You would go right into Oregon City, right in downtown. There was a little convenience store, and you'd walk in the convenience store and you file for a land claim. For a long time, the land was free. You just had to survive the Oregon Trail, and they would just hand you some land. You'd get the little land claim, and you would go out, find that piece of land, start your life, farm, do whatever. That was your business. You just got the land for free, go find it, your life. It was the first incorporated city into the U.S. west of the Rocky Mountains ever. It was in 1844, I think that happened. But first city west of the Rockies, right here, Oregon City. Back then, Portland was just a little camp on the river. It slowly, as we all know, grew into giant Portland, Oregon, compared to everywhere else in Oregon. But at the time, it was almost nothing. But here, the main thing was timber. They used all the timber, so no more timber. They built a bunch of paper mills right on the water, right on the waterfall. That's how they powered it, and those went out of business. So I think now it's just tourism. It's just a tiny little Oregon town.
So how do you say it? Willamette or Boba Fett?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, the classic. The river is called the Willamette. If you read it, a lot of people just want to say Willamette. It's not the Willamette. It's the Willamette. I don't know why. I believe was it a local tribe? I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe I'll look that up. But Willamette, not Willamette. But we're off to Columbia. The Willamette branches off to Columbia. That's the river that you'll see in all the pictures in Portland, Oregon, and Oregon City, just right south of that. So we're on the Little Willamette River, not the Columbia anymore.
You wanna get some coffee?
Yeah, let's go get some coffee. All right, we're in downtown Oregon getting some coffee. COVID bar. There's one of the paper mills right there. I believe that one's still open, but that might be the only one left in all of Oregon City. All right, we got our coffee, and wow, it's loud right here.
Mint.
The industry
I think
town
we're at the
still
Mint.
exists. I don't know if this is exactly where it was. Somewhere right along here. Maybe even just right here. Jake, it could have been just this thing right up here. Somewhere right in this area was the first and only U.S. mint that didn't make U.S. currency. It was a little bitty store, and they made something called the beaver coin. When people came across the Oregon Trail, they basically didn't have any money left, and they would come here and trade in whatever they had that they thought was valuable for beaver coins, and that's how they that's what they used as currency until the West got more connected with the East and currency was more available. But yeah, somewhere right in here, right now, it just seems like there's a parking lot and then the slopes. Yeah, somewhere right along here, we're right on the river. We'll get you a better view of the falls at some point, but if you look right in there, you can see the big paper mill that's just abandoned. That's just sitting there. No one works there. But yeah, right here on the river, there was a little mint somewhere, right in here. And they made beaver coins. It's kind of interesting. Weird stuff.
Yeah, like Kyle was showing you, there's all the paper mill stuff in the back.
It's a big paper mill.
Yeah, it looks like they should make notebooks too.
There are people that I can see. There's a parking lot, and there are a lot of cars. I know there's also a National Guard station somewhere over there, so that could just be the National Guard. I even looked online. I was going to see if maybe we could sneak into it because it's old and abandoned, but as soon as I saw all the National Guard trucks everywhere, I was like, it's probably not the best place to do it.
You got some coffee in. Yeah, you want to get walking?
I don't know. Ice cream. You hear me?
Yeah.
Did you get that on camera?
Yeah, it's still going. Well, this might be the soapiest river I've ever seen.
The pioneers used
Very
to come out
clean.
here and pour Dawn soap in there.
Yeah, you can't get that stuff out. You ever tried to don a penguin?
I've seen it on the commercials. All those
Yeah.
damn oil spills. They got to don all the penguins.
Try to don those penguins, man.
If it wasn't for Dawn, all penguins would have at least one speck of oil on them.
You think it seems like that was the only thing that could have gotten obviously they were sponsored so by Dawn. They, that was a commercial for Dawn, wasn't it? That they were getting the oil out of the penguins.
That was a commercial for Dawn, yeah.
Yeah, but it seems like that's the only thing that did the job.
Dawn was the only one.
So unlikely.
If you get like any other type of cleaner, it's not going to do it. Not only is it not going to clean that oil up, it's going to kill that penguin. But Dawn is so gentle to the touch, yet hard on the scum. Dawn. We're trying to make our way to something kind of unique, but we had to walk through a weird little alleyway right in the middle of the city. But yeah, what we're going to now is the Municipal Elevator. What is a Municipal Elevator, you ask? That's a great question. Jake, do you know what the Municipal Elevator is here?
Yeah, I can see it.
We can see it. It's right there. It's that weird looking spaceship thing. What that is, if you notice, there's a big cliff up there. A lot of the people here lived up there. So before cars, if you lived up there and you came and worked down here in downtown Oregon City, it was not convenient. Very difficult to get there. So the city built an elevator that everybody could use. Yeah, so we are walking on this really nice walkway. It's like a really old stone walkway. And if you can see, it looks out over the city. It's really pretty. We took the elevator up. I think we got a shot of that. We'll get another one on the way down. But yeah, it's beautiful up here. It's really peaceful. The neighborhood's really old and historic. It's really nice.
Old and historic. You don't find a lot of places like that.
That's a great point. To define old, I guess old is up to anybody. That's up for interpretation, what old is.
Sure.
I might find something from the 60s old.
But
Someone
you wouldn't call it historic.
30 in the 60s wouldn't.
Well, just because it's old doesn't mean it's part of history.
That's a good point. Well, does it?
I mean, it is.
I mean, it
But
would be,
you
right?
Would say it's like part of history.
Yeah. So right now,
It's humongous.
yeah, the paper mill's giant. We're continuing walking on this path, because supposedly up here you get a really nice view of the waterfall. On the Willamette, there's something accurately named Willamette Falls, and this is the reason why Oregon City was founded. John McLaughlin is the founder of Oregon City. We're gonna go see his house a little bit later. He's actually he's nicknamed the Father of Oregon, and the reason why was he was the main guy who put Oregon City where it is. The Willamette flows down here, but right up there, you can just start to see the falls. Let's see if I can. You just start to see the falls, but there's another little river called the Clackamas that merges into it. And so right at that corner, he decided he would build this town right on the falls and then use the power of the falls to power his plant. That's actually the elevator that we rode up. The original elevator was used by water. It was a water-powered elevator. Now it's not. It's electricity like all of them, but originally water-powered. But yeah, so that's the reason why that exists, and that's the reason why all these gigantic paper plants are here. Look at that. All these paper plants were fueled by electricity from Willamette Falls. Not only that, the falls, this was the first dam in America that sent electricity a far distance. This is actually what fueled all of Portland's electricity for many years. And for a really short amount of time, that was the furthest any dam was sending electricity in America. It was only about 15, 20 miles, but at the time, that was a big accomplishment.
Do you know if they're still using the energy from water there?
They are. It's not much, but they are.
It's powering the burger place.
It's just powering a burger place. I would imagine maybe one of these factories. Look, there's steam coming from that one. I've read that thing's abandoned. So I don't know. I think I'm getting mixed messages on what's abandoned and what's not.
Well,
they all seem to be kind of running.
I was going to say it all looks abandoned. Besides for that.
Well, there was all those. Let me see if I can. That's what we're looking at again. I mean, there's just a lot there, and if you look, there's some smoke over there. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure what's going on. Jake's sprint walking.
I got long legs.
I got long legs. Yeah, I'm doing it. Jake's arm gets tired. It's a side effect of being 28.
What are you?
Jake just turned 28 about a month ago, less than a month ago.
Yeah. Solstice.
His birthday is often falls on the solstice. Not this year. You were one day away.
One day, that's true.
But it was close.
Father's Day, though.
Huh?
It was on Father's Day.
It was on Father's Day. And Jake,
was also
not
born.
a father.
Born on Father's Day. Not a father. Not yet.
Not yet.
We'll
Jake
see.
is still not aware if his swimmers swim.
Yeah, I guess I don't know.
They could be floaters. They could be sinkers.
That'd be
Do
something.
swimmers float? No. They go in and swim.
You talking about sperm?
I'm talking about sperm, which isn't, maybe that's not appropriate. Let's not talk about sperm. Although it gives life to us all.
We should talk about it. Maybe we should talk about it more.
We're bringing sperm back into the everyday
Start talking about sperm
conversation.
more. what?
This was the last stop for all rafts and boats on the Willamette for a long time, as you can see, because of the falls. They weren't nearly as organized at the time, but back then there wasn't enough technology for it. But as time progressed, this was the first locks ever built in the U.S. to get people up to the other elevation to keep boats going. First one in U.S. history, multi-lock dam. So I don't know, if people don't know how locks work, you boat in, a big thing goes behind you that closes it, and they put more water in there so your boat slowly rises, and you go forward again, another wall, boat slowly rises with more water. You trying to get my hands?
Yeah, I got you.
In case they can't understand. And then before you know it, they're at the different elevation. So,
yeah,
pretty neat. And as you can see, there's a lot of fishermen down there, and the reason for that is the Willamette, the Columbia, riddled with salmon, and so a lot of people bring their boats right up to these dams. A lot of salmon get stuck here, really great fishing spot. In Oregon, they care so much about the wildlife and stuff. They have salmon ladders, that's what they call them, which is basically a water ladder for salmon to slowly jump up and go across. But yeah, a lot of them get stuck, and it's a really great spot to go and get salmon.
And you want to make sure you keep out of the paper company.
Look at that warning sign.
We're learning a lot of stuff. You don't want to throw rocks. And if you have any missiles, you don't want to throw those either.
Don't throw your missiles. Lesson of the day. Because where will they go?
Thank God.
Right onto that pipe. You don't want a missile. Yeah, Jake had missiles ready to go.
I got stuff, missiles. Not gonna throw them now. I think there's a cat stuck in a tree. Got the whole fire department out here, trying to figure something out.
It's the entire fire department here in Oregon City.
Yeah, there's 8 of them. Wait.
Here we are in the elevator, water powered. Not anymore. Great shot of the bridge. Might have to tap the screen. It's a nice angle. I like it.
Think they did that on purpose?
Maybe. But yeah, for the last 150 years, all the workers in Oregon City would come right through here and all walk out to the factory every morning. Pretty neat.
So we're at the gravesite of John McLaughlin.
Dr. John
and
McLaughlin.
Dr. John McLaughlin.
Medicine man.
And I'm sure his very lovely wife, Margaret McLaughlin.
It's really hard to read when he died. I think it says 1852.
Yeah.
It's an old grave.
1800 and 1852?
Maybe 1860? Is that when she died?
Look, I think it says he got his GED. They both got their GED. GED. That's pretty great. Anyways, we're at the McLaughlin house.
I would like it if it didn't say how old they aged to. They just aged.
Yeah, that's what I thought it would do.
Or they're labeling the bodies now. These bodies have aged. This is an aged John McLaughlin right now.
That was a post-cemetery edit.
But yeah,
Or
this
post-burial.
is John McLaughlin, the father of Oregon. And if you go look right that way, that's his house. Right here. Present day Oregon City.
Was it rebuilt at all?
Just sitting there. Nope. It's been here ever since.
Why is he called the father of Oregon?
He founded Oregon City. This was the first town.
We were just walking in the backyard of the McLaughlin house. There's a cannon.
Yeah, you gotta go look at the cannon. Is this looks like that.
And I'm not talking about a set of beliefs. What were you saying?
Look at that cannon.
It's a nice cannon.
This is number 78. You know what they say, never look down the barrel of a weapon. Here goes nothing. No cannonballs. Yeah, so this is the backyard, but it could have been the front yard originally. I'm not positive. But it originally, as you can see here, there's all these trees where Jake is. We're right on the edge of the hill that looks over the whole city and the river. So I believe he built this house here to look over the town. That's all just kind of grown over. So this could actually be the front yard.
Okay, we're at another house, not too far away. We could have walked, but we decided to drive instead. This one is called the pronounce it again?
Irmatinger.
Francis Irmatinger House.
Yep. Apparently there's a heritage trail. We're making our own. We're blazing our own trail.
You just go right around the house one time.
This is number 4 on the trail.
Oh, gotcha.
I wonder if we hit the other ones. But yeah, this is the Irmatinger House. So right here, it's kind of a famous little house for Portlanders, especially. Right in here, there was a guy named Asa Lovejoy and one other. I think his name was Pettygrove. They both came from the East Coast, and they were debating on what to call the little town right north of here. And one was from Boston, the other was from Portland, and they said they wanted to name the new town after their hometown on the East Coast, and they decided to flip a coin. And whatever it landed on, that's what the town was going to be. So obviously, the Portland guy won, and it's Portland. So it was almost Boston, Oregon. But Boston, Oregon doesn't exist. It's Portland. But right here, the Irmatinger House in the mid-1800s. Yeah.
Were they using a beaver coin?
That's a good question. I don't know. There's a decent chance.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good question. I have no idea.
But they could have flipped. They could have flipped anything.
I wonder if they were saying
Could have been a
beaver
could have
head
been a
or
matchbox.
beaver tails. That's so stupid. There's a nice church over there.
Yeah, I actually like the church a lot better than the house. Old houses
I would rather live in this.
just, kind of looks pretty. They're pretty square. Yeah, look at that church.
The library also looks really nice. Like the town itself is really nice and well put together.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this whole town's been really nice and quaint. There's flowers on all the
Library.
street posts and everything. It's just
Church.
a nice little town.
Beaver corn place. Yeah, seems really nice.
All right, well, we're hungry. It's getting close to lunchtime. And we didn't film anything yesterday as far as eating, so we are going to go to Mike's Drive-In. Apparently it is the little local favorite historic restaurant. So let's go get some Oregonian 50s style fast food.
Local birds.
See how it is.
Yeah,
So-
it doesn't make sense to me that you can't walk through a drive-through. It just doesn't.
I don't really get it. And I don't know where they draw the line. Do you? Can you go through on a bike that's got wheels? Are you driving a bike, or are you ride a bike?
It's got to be motorized.
It's got to be motorized. So
But
like
what if
wheelies.
you're on a motorcycle?
Wheelies are the.
I bet you they'd serve you on a
little-
motorcycle.
Oh, I'm sure they would have to. What, the motorcycle people not get fast food?
Am I going up this hill, right? Oh yeah, there it is.
Yep.
I see it.
I guess it's hard to eat and ride a motorcycle. It's gotta
Yeah, I
be.
think that's vehicle
gotta be.
discrimination.
Vehicle discrimination right here, 2020, USA.
Yeah, we actually haven't experienced it. But we were just assuming that they wouldn't serve us.
Yeah, we don't know about Mike's. We're not talking about Mike's. We're just talking about fast food in
In
general
general.
in America. A lot of times they don't serve you unless you're in a vehicle. But
Wow.
it's 11 a.m. They've got to be open by now. Most places open at 11.
It kind of looks like one of those old burger places you see in the
There it
movies,
is.
like in the 50s. Like you would just drive
Yep.
up to and they'd come out, like Sonic.
Maybe rollerblading out to you. Yeah, it's like a quintessential 1950s drive up. But here we go. Mike's Drive-In. And we
Says
are
it's-
in fact
It
driving
says an
in.
ice cream cone is 99 cents for a small.
99-cent ice cream
See,
cone. That's a
that's
good
true.
deal. I wonder, do you get menus? Oh, do you walk up?
I think
Oh,
we
you go in. So it's a drive up, but a walk in. Never
That's-
been to one of
that's
those
a new
before.
one.
We
Oh, they got
learning new
gyros.
things every day. They even have gyros. Not very Oregonian, but what is these days?
Yeah, I don't know.
There's outside seating right over there. I don't know if you could see that, but I don't think that's for Mike's Drive-In. Nice big truck blocking the view.
It actually might be.
What's more Americana than a nice big truck at a drive-in?
Dude, I was thinking about like what the whole point of this was, and you just said Americana, and I just felt purposeful again.
Yeah, you felt that little tickle inside.
Americana.
And that's what we're doing. We're
Finding-
capturing Americana. That was the man in the truck.
All right, let's go get
That
some
type of person.
Americana burgers, man.
Americana burgers, let's do this.
So we got to Mike's. We just ordered. So we're just waiting outside to pick it up. But look what we found. Heidis Goo Day Spa. And it's for lease. That's pretty great. So if you need a spot, it's probably already set up for a day spa. So if you got that, you know, if you want to start a day spa business and your name's Heidi and you got some goo on you, you probably get it off at Heidis Goo.
Get off at Heidis Goo.
Phone number is 503-656-4422 if you're interested in a lease. Also, I just spent less money than Kyle at a restaurant, which never happens. So I'm pretty happy about that.
Mike's driving. Got a marionberry shake. Marionberry is a local Oregon berry. You can't get it anywhere else. Only here. Marionberry. They might sell it other places now, but originally it was just here. Fantastic.
Is it?
I say fantastic a lot.
I say interesting a lot.
I looked at the video from yesterday. I said fantastic like 50 times.
I think I said, oh, that's interesting. Anytime you say something historical or factual,
Yeah.
that's really interesting.
Here we go. Egg on the burger.
It's a good burger.
This is not vegetarian friendly. This has beef, pork, and a chicken egg on it. But it's delicious. This is actually a very good burger.
It's a great burger.
So with the shake, the burger, and the fries, $11. It's a good deal.
Yeah, good deal. Just the burger itself was less than $6.
Mm-hmm.
Can I have that shake?
You want a sip?
I'll take a sip, yeah.
But you want the whole
Can I have
thing?
the whole thing? Just asking.
What a question. Hey, can I have your lunch?
It's a very German thing and a very Oregonian thing.
Potato salad?
Uh-huh.
It's a pretty Americana thing, just all together, I think.
Yeah, it is.
You can get potato salad anywhere in America.
That's what I was thinking. There's been a lot of places in Oregon I can get potato salad.
Really?
Uh-huh.
You think it's a German thing? Might be
I think so, yeah.
Scandinavian, German.
Potatoes. Potatoes.
Potatoes, though. South America. Not Europe. It's a really nice day.
Yeah, it's a great day.
I haven't thought about the temperature once.
Oh my god, it's so much better than the Dalles was. It was like 90. It was probably 90. Around there.
You think?
Uh-huh. In the sun? It was hot. They were going to be in the 90s. They had a couple 100 days on the forecast.
What's 90 Celsius? What's 90 in Celsius?
32.
Is it? It's close to that.
I think it's, yeah, that sounds close. I have no idea.
I usually
How do you
quick
convert
with
it?
that.
Do you know what the equation is?
9/5 or 5/9, half of
So
5
it's about-
nines,
it's about
double
half.
9/5, something like that.
So it's just, you half it and then you add a little bit.
Pretty
Half
much.
of 90, 45. It was probably 50.
I remember.
I'm going to go with 52.
No, that's definitely not right. Because I
No?
remember in India, it was 44 degrees Celsius, and I wanted to kill myself. It was like
gotcha.
120.
Yeah, 50 Celsius sounds really high.
Yeah, somewhere
But
in the
then-
40s
but
is like
that would-
120.
So then it's got to be a little less than 5 nights.
I'm almost positive 5/9 and 9/5 is the equation. I just don't know which one goes where.
Gotcha. I didn't see a salad bar in there either, so you don't have to worry about bioterror attacks.
That's good. You know what? I don't even think about that. What does that say about me? I'm not prepared.
Either, yeah.
I'm
Either
not
carefree
prepared.
or you're salad.
Or I'm careless.
Or you're both.
I'm saladless. That was an option.
Salad?
There was a side salad for an option instead of fries. But I said,
Yeah,
well, I'm getting a
trust it.
potato salad. So let's get more potato.
It's probably the better choice, anyways. As far as flavor goes.
Oh, it's thick. Man, is that good. You go get a straw, because I'm cold. Yeah, have some.
I'll just have the
Or a spoon.
leftover. Kind of the last sip?
It's very good. I haven't had a shake in a long time, but I might be changing that.
Yeah.
Wow, I'll come back here just for this.
Really? That good?
The only thing I'd rather, a spoon. I think this is the wrong utensil.
Yeah.
I would almost say this is more of ice cream than shake.
Yeah, I feel like Chick-fil-A's they get a really good mixture. Their shakes are perfectly drinkable, but you can eat it with a spoon.
Chick-fil-A is Christian chicken.
It's
Not a
delicious.
It tastes holy,
It does.
that's for sure.
Some Jesus chicken. Or Jesus chicken.
Wow, that's good. This just made my day. Marionberry shake. Ooh. All right, folks, here we are.
This place is called the
Crab
Pots.
The crab pot. What we were doing is eating oysters. Because in Oregon, the coast is pretty close to Oregon City, right?
That's close enough.
So after some nice brews at the brewery, by the way, no paper, sorry. No one's got a local paper. What's that about? Thought about reading the news off of a phone, but kind of ruins the appeal.
Yeah.
So,
We also have another church over there.
another
Saw a church earlier.
Oh, we saw the pink church. Yeah.
Call this Oysters and Cloisters.
Oysters and cloisters. Do I get it? Nuh-uh.
You don't get it?
Is it funny?
Yeah, kind of. Cloister?
What's a cloister? Big word guy over here.
Yeah, it's like in a nunnery. It's like a cloister of preachers, priests. It's a cloister. Damn, I don't know if that's right.
It doesn't sound right, but I'll accept it. That's fine.
Pretty sure it's the same.
You can see behind us, there's smoking crabs right there. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. All right, you ready for this? I want to get
Yeah.
it over with.
Jake doesn't like oysters.
No, I like them. It just
He
does
likes
not
it.
look appealing.
You know
right
how
now.
many things that you like and gag on?
One.
Oysters.
Oysters.
Here we go. Oysters.
All right.
Cheers. And let's not COVID.
It's a good oyster. I wouldn't describe it as the best thing I've ever eaten. I would say it's pretty good.
What a standard to have.
It's just like eating the intestines of an animal.
It's good
But
stuff.
instead, we're eating the whole animal.
Yeah, we're not eating it.
Do you want this?
Good stuff. No, it's your oyster.
I don't want it.
You gonna gag?
No, I'm not gonna gag. I just don't want it.
I'm gonna take one for the team and eat an oyster. It is kind of like a punishment. They're good. It is a textural thing, I gotta say.
It's a very unique food experience. There's not a lot of foods you have that you really like, but it's also disgusting at the same time.
Yeah.
And
I hope they can hear us. The steam is loud. You think they hear?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll pick it up.
For sure.
We'll pick up our facial expressions anyway.
I don't know if I want it.
It looks so disgusting.
I had more than Jake.
One more.
About to be 2. You sure you don't want it? Makes for great content, you gagging.
I'm not gonna gag. I'll eat it.
Yeah, you eat it. Alright, Jake. Do it for the views.
COVID, I'll put on my own fort.
He's already doused on my fork. Here we go.
It's really not that bad.
No, they're delicious.
It's just that first bite, that textural,
By the way, Oregon oysters
bite into a
are
juicy
delicious.
oyster.
They're some of the best you can get in America. He loves it. Uh-oh, don't turn off camera. Don't turn off. He's struggling.
That one made me gag.
But he did it. Sometimes in life, you just gotta pay for things that you don't like.
God, it makes me so uncomfortable.
Uh,
Really, the ones on the coast in Oregon, the Willamette Bay oyster, there's another really popular
Neatards.
kind, Neatards Bay oysters. They taste like these. They taste really good. They're just a little bit smaller and less gooey.
I think these
To
were
me,
Neatards.
it's the gooey ones. What are they?
I think so.
Yeah. It's just like biting into that thing and it just opens up and it's like the sea.
Yeah. No, it's a living
Right.
animal.
Yeah.
It's not the most humane thing for sure. But yeah, we had some nice.
Huh?
I was talking to her. She was walking over to us with more seafood, but it's not on.
Oh, okay.
All right, well, there you go. We ate some oysters. We just had some beers. That segment might be muted. There was a lot of popular music being played very loud, so I'm not sure if we're going to be able to use it.
I think we got
Yeah.
I think we got the gist of the conversation. So we'll put that in the subtitles so you can read what we're talking about.
Maybe we'll ad-lib it, yeah. But anyways, that's Oregon City. It's a small little sleepy river town. We kind of saw the historical stuff. Ate at a few places, drank some beer like we usually do. Can't find a local paper, but
Can't find a what?
a local paper.
Oh, sure.
You can't even hear me right there.
I just wasn't paying attention.
I think it was a good rebound from the Dalles.
Yeah, I think so.
I like Oregon City a lot. It's a very quaint, very nice, clean town. Everyone was very friendly. Yeah. Anything else?
Yeah, it is clean. I didn't think about that.
Favorite thing in Oregon City?
I really like it's a nice little walk along the river. That first little walk segment we did.
Low by the river or high up?
High up by the river.
High up, yeah.
Yeah.
The
Get a
lower
good
part's
view.
a little too loud, but
Yeah.
the top at the park is really nice.
Yeah. And then the Oregon City Brewing is also one of it's a great brewery. They got a lot of good beer.
That's
And
a really good
food,
brewery.
too. So
Yeah. I would have to say,
Oyster. I think it's like a
A cloister of oysters?
You could say a cloister of oysters, yeah. But it's a
But
church.
that's wrong?
No, that's a wrong.
You could say it.
You could say it.
And it
That's
sounds great.
Sure.
But
But
it's
it
wrong.
rhymes. Anything that rhymes sounds
Yeah.
pretty good. Like a cloister of boys. You could also say a cloister of women in the church. It's just like a group of people in a church setting. But more
Cluster?
a cloister.
I think you're describing a cluster of people.
Yeah, but when it's in a Catholic setting, you would say cloister.
I was brought up class.
So you could
Catholic.
say
Never heard that
you
word.
could say cloister of Bibles, or maybe a cloister of apples.
But if you-
from the kitchen in a church,
But if you take the apples outside, it's a cluster.
it's a cluster. Yeah, inside
It's
the
a
church,
cloister.
It's a cloister.
Well, we
I
learned.
didn't make up the rules, man.
I learned something new every day. Oh man. Well,
What other cloisters are there? You could say a cloister of.
so far we know girls. No. I'm sorry, boys, not girls. Boys and women and apples in a church.
Yeah, tangerines.
Tangerines anywhere?
No, just in a church.
Just in a church as
That's
well.
a cloister.
So no street tangerines.
You could have some tangerines from the street, bring into a church, and it's a cloister.
Then it's a
street
cloister.
tangerines, Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, I'm gonna kill the segment.
I don't know. I think you should keep it going. I think it's pretty good.
I like that the steam is blowing that way now. It's less hot.
That's going to go into the church and create a cloister of vapor.
Yeah. All right. Last words on Oregon City. Nothing? It beat the Dalles.
Really? I don't know. I kind of like all in all. I like the Dalles better.
The Dalles.
We had a better customer service experience in
Yeah.
Oregon City.
Yeah.
But the Dalles.
The
is
Dalles
really
is
beautiful.
pretty.
We both
The
like
Dalles
the
is
desert, so
The waterfall over here is gorgeous, though.
it's pretty. But it's they kind of mess with it a lot.
Did you like Celilo Falls or Willamette Falls more?
Well, there was no falls at Celilo Falls.
He's
So,
paying attention, folks. He's learning.
a little bit.
All right, where's next?
Aberdeen, I believe.
We're going to Aberdeen, Washington. And if you know anything about Aberdeen, you know to come as you are. Copyright.